That's disappointing. C'est la vie, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris, and I'm happy to be here with you, but I'm disappointed in the circumstances. Not to rehash, not to recover, to redistribute the flavors of depression that I have been for the past 6 weeks or more. My sleep schedule. Oh, dude, it didn't work out. If you listened to the last episode, I thought I'd finally cracked the case, and you might think and you know what? That's what I did. I cracked the case, but it went closed right back on me. Got my foot in the door, they slammed it shut, deadbolt, and they moved. Here lies Tristan's hopes and dreams. Out the window. Oh no, everything I've ever wanted. To wake up on time, okay? I had it. I was waking up at 5 a.m. I was taking care of all my business. I was so productive. Life was good. The sun was out. People were there. The birds were chirping. It was beautiful. But then midnight came around. And I thought, I've been up for so long. I'm so exhausted. I've done so much today. Surely it'll be my time to rest, to recover the sleep that I need for the day. Doesn't work. 1 a.m. rolls around. 2 a.m. 3 a.m. like that can't be right. I've been up for almost 24 hours. Why am I not getting tired? 4 a.m. rolls around. 5 a.m. Oh, Satan's in the circadian rhythm. 6 a.m. I knock out, okay? Near 7 a.m. I wake up at 8:30. I was up for over 24 hours, and I get 90 minutes of sleep. I pop back up. Huh? No. That's all I got. Okay, well, at least it's morning. I can work with this, I suppose. All right, it was crumbling, but I still got up. I'm feeling refreshed. I guess I'm going to try and make it through the day. I know I'm probably going to crash around noon, but I'm going to power through the drowsiness, and then I'll fall asleep probably very early, around 8 or 9 p.m. tonight, and we're going to force our way into having a good sleep schedule. I will not let go of this. Evening rolls around. 11 p.m. Midnight. 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Are you joking me? 4 a.m. I knock out. I wake back up. 5 a.m. I get an hour of sleep. Pop back up. No. I decide to do it again. I'm going to power through. Whatever crash is coming, I'm going to fight. And I do. I get exhausted, okay? And I'm worn down. I'm still taking care of everything I do. My brain's not really all there. My brain's slugging, but I can't sleep. So I'm tired around noon. I power through. Evening comes around. No, come on. 9. Come on. This goes on for 4 days. I am exhausted. I'm not sleeping at all. And I'm still up all night, ready to start the next day. Don't get me wrong. I love life, okay? And that's part of the problem. But I'm also willing to wrap it up, okay? I love being awake. It's fun to have fun, and I do know how, but 24 hours, I don't need all of those in a day to cram my fun in. You know what I mean? I can get it in 16. I would like to get 8 hours of sleep, but I'm living 22 hours a day. This week has been so long, so I do it for 4 days. I slept maybe 6 to 8 hours over the course of 4 days. And then finally, another midnight rolls around, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting tired. And I'm so excited, man. I'm amped, okay? And I'm like, well, don't get too excited. We're trying to like, okay, we'll just let it happen. Like, I'm not trying to, like, scare it away like a shy animal. I'm getting to, hello, I'm diseased. I'm the sleepy guy. The Sandman's coming. I'm gonna, And I'm like, oh, don't freaking, I'm tired, And I let it befall me. Now, the problem with that is all of the sleep that I was rejecting before, not by my own choices, volition, other words that mean crap, okay? But all of the sleep I needed to catch up on, I didn't get a say in the matter. I woke up at 2 p.m. I slept for 14 hours. I pop back up. No. Are you kidding me, dude? Now it's the afternoon. You think if I'm running on 2 hours of sleep and I'm going 24 a cycle, that getting 14, maybe more hours in a night, I'm going to be up for a while. And you think I am. And I am indeed. Nighttime comes. I'm still there. I don't want to be, man. 3 or 4 a.m. does not belong to anyone but Batman and Santa. I don't deserve this, okay? I don't like gifts and I can't fight crime, okay? So, it's just been crap. And now we're recording this late in the evening. I missed my improv class because I woke up freaking 5 p.m. And it's been rough. I woke up at 5 p.m., had to take care of some other stuff because I'm an adult apparently, and I got to do all my work, and I can't just goof around and, have fun. So I'm a little disappointed at the moment, okay? I wanted to go goof around with other people, but instead I'm stuck laying in bed doing nothing. Shame on me, dude. I don't know, man. I have to believe there's something there, okay? I like to believe there's a silver lining to every case, okay? Right now it looks pretty brown, hey. But, for whatever reason, somehow, someway, this little glimpse, this little sliver of hell that I'm experiencing has to come in someplace. I like to believe that, if you find a comedic value, you can twist it, you can experience, this might just be applicable somewhere down the line. But right now, it's just crap, okay? Maybe someone gets tortured. I meet a victim in the future and go, hey, dude, sometimes if you freaking stay up long enough, you'll get to bed. I have no idea. But in the meantime, I'm disappointed. And to make matters worse, it's also 86 degrees in here. And, we are back into living La Vida Loca. Talk about living in hell. And I can't even really complain about it. For months, I kept saying, it's cold. I'll take the heat. I should be a fireman, okay? You could put me through anything. Now I'm just training, okay, for the Sahara, I guess. My body is completely acclimated to the worst of weather. Pouring sweat, getting shredded, except for the fact that I will admit I ate my feelings last night. Because I was up. There's nothing to do at 3 a.m. except order cheeseburgers and mozzarella sticks. You get dealt a bad hand and I eat the cards. Ha ha! I guess I'm winning. You have to pay for those. So, I don't know what the message is there, but if you go to the casino and you bust, don't eat the cards. So, anyways, guys, that's what life is like for me at the moment, and we are powering through, man. When life gives you lemons, you pour the juice in every cut you have until it's miserable. I'm not really worried about it. He says, pouring sweat. Am I sweating because it's hot or because I'm fuming? I'm not. I'm a little bit more disappointed at the moment because I missed the improv class and I was so excited. Also, I almost missed Mission Impossible, dude. I was begging my family for weeks to go see this movie. It was coming out. I'm like, hey, everyone's in town. Family movie night is going to be great. Mission Impossible. And there's so many different moving parts. Everyone's got kids and medication, things they got to do, jobs, responsibilities, so on. But I was waking up at a good time. My sleep schedule was nice. This was the perfect. I say, hey, you guys pick the day, pick the theater, pick the time. I'll be ready. Say the word. And they can't get on the same page for days and days and days and times. We can't go to this. We can't go to this one. I can't go. I'm like, don't worry, man. It's going to be okay. They're like, Tristan, just go see the movie without us. I go, no, I want to see it with the family, okay? It's not even about the movie. I just want a good family experience. Finally, they decide, probably Tuesday, we're going to get in touch, maybe an earlier showing, and say, don't even worry about it. I wake up early now. I wake up on the day of the movie. One, I didn't really get a confirmation, and I'm not really going to blame anybody for that. But if I did, I'd point some fingers. But that's neither here nor there. I should have been up for at least 9 hours at this point. But yet, 2 p.m. rolls around. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Huh? I wake up so sad and disappointed and confused. My brother calls me because, hey, you coming? The movie starts in 10 minutes. All I wanted was family time. And I waited so patiently and tried so hard. And I'm freaking waking up in the afternoon. I'm disappointed. I'm going to miss the movie. And it was one of the moments where usually I'm quick on my feet, thinking of a resolution. I can figure it out. We can get out of this. I just sat at the foot of my bed and I didn't cry, but I definitely thought about what it would feel like to cry. I'd let the disappointment just wash over me. And I thought, where, there was nothing else I could do. And then I was trying to find the humor in it, but also it's like I always make fun of my family for being late, and then my other brother texts me, "Dude, you're gonna be late. You're gonna be late. Really? What the heck? I might not even see the movie. What, dude? You're ha 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 ha." And I'm like, now I can't make fun of them being late for how long? You know, like what's the statute of limitations of insulting people for something that you also did one time? So that's what I'm really bummed about. And then my brother Carlton, he's like, "I'll save you a seat." Which doesn't really matter because we bought the seats selected. You know, it's like you picked your seats out, like they're just kind of reserved no matter what. But for some reason, when he said that, I went, okay, you know, like that gave me a little bit of drive. I'm 30 minutes away from the movie that starts in 10 minutes, so I book it out the door. I'm still pouring sweat because I slept in 80-degree heat, and then I'm putting on dirty clothes. There was clean clothes right there, but I wasn't thinking because I just woke up. I rolled out of bed. I'm like, oh, freaking these ones? Don't know why. And then I dash into the car. I'm flying down the highway. Now, I would like to preface this. This is all a joke. This whole next sequence is a joke for legality reasons. I'm going, over the speed limit, a decent miles per hour. And I think because I'm going to be 20 minutes late, I will pirate the movie, the first beginning portions. Again, total joke. Not only is it wrong to speed or be on your phone, and also pirating movies. So this is a little silly rumor. But I was able to watch the beginning portion of Mission Impossible, but also, you know, we paid for it anyway. But so I'm watching Mission Impossible, and I'm going so quick, and there's no one out there because everyone else is at work at this point. You know, if you sleep in long enough, you can beat rush hour apparently. So no one's out on the road, and I'm doing my thing again. All a joke. This isn't real. I skid in the park, and my dad's just sitting there waiting. He's like, "Oh yeah, there's still trailers, still teasers." I didn't miss a blink of it. Everything worked out, you know? And that's just life, okay? So I don't know why I'm so heated at the moment. I think I'm just reliving the experience. And also it's hot, you know? There's something to be said about the heat makes someone heated, you know? Yeah, if you're hot, you do get a little bit more fiery. But I don't know if the same can be said for the cold. You know, I mean, I get pretty mad in the cold too. I think I just don't like being uncomfortable. Yeah, that's all right. I'm glad we thought that one out. Got that little, you know, you ever have a little thought ball of yarn? You're like, let me roll this one, and he goes, oh, I guess there wasn't more to that. I wonder if people get upset when they're uncomfortable. Yep. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. Sleep schedule sucks. We're still on top of things. We did see Mission Impossible. Was it phenomenal? Of course. Okay. Did I speed back home listening to the soundtrack? Were people confused when they heard Tom Cruise in my car playing over the speakers? I wasn't even like watching. Don't even worry. I mean, even if it wasn't a joke, or if it was a joke, okay, I was just like listening to it. This is the final reckoning. Like, what's going on in there? But it was nice. It was crazy. It was stressful. What was I saying? Movie was good. I sped home allegedly again to the soundtrack, but that's all to say that things are going to be okay. But you know what's not going to be okay? Amazon, all right? I have been trying to get this desk for what feels like 4 days now, but it's actually only been 3. They keep coming to my door, and they don't drop it off. And I've left notes. I put in a little description. Leave the desk at the door. Might not be there at the time. Also, I'm sleeping till 5 p.m. I might not hear you knock. I don't want to sign for it. Just leave it. It might get stolen. Don't care. I'm giving you confirmation. Let it get stolen. So I'm putting that in the notes. I'm texting Amazon, texting UPS. I'm leaving physical papers and signs on the door, inside the door, duct tape. Just leave it there. I don't care. You can text me, call me, verbal confirmation, whatever. Here's my signature. Just leave it. It's only $35, but I need the desk, you know. If it gets stolen, if that's on me, please. They won't do it. And then they keep leaving the little things. This is your final warning. This is the final attempt. It's like, guys, for the love, is there any way I can get this thing? And I can't. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. And now it says that there's a problem with the delivery and it cannot be delivered. But then they don't refund it. So now I gotta call Amazon, guys. This is causing me a lot of strife. It's causing me a lot of trouble. I don't know. What would it be like to be a normal human? I bet if you're just living life, someone goes to give you an Amazon package. You're like, hey, you woke up in the morning? Sure did. I'm a normal guy. So it's a thing, man. It's a thing. I gotta say, I'm enjoying the haircut so far. All right, it's paying dividends, kind of. I don't really know. It's fine. Also, it's a trim. All right, I need to preface that because my family's been insulting me over it. I'm like, I got a haircut. They go, where? Okay, now it was only supposed to be a little bit. I needed to kind of go back and make it look like my headshots, okay, in some auditions a couple months ago. So it wasn't like a buzz cut or anything. So they're roasting me, and I don't care, okay? You know, I get how women feel when they come back and they go, well, do you notice anything? Did you tell I got a haircut? And they're like, where? It's upsetting, but it's not because you don't realize that I put effort in. It's that they're implying that I wasted my money. They go, oh, did you spent $20 on that? And I go, and the tip. So I will not stand for this disrespect, this behavior. It's upsetting, but it's fine. But what I'm more shocked about, I forgot to bring this up in the last one, is when the guy was cutting, I was showing him a photo of me, and he was like, so do you want the hair to be trimmed around the ears or lay on the ears? And I was like, well, what does it look like in the photo? He's like, it's your hair, man. I was like, okay. But what do you think? Like, what is the best option? What's your professional opinion? It's like, honestly, it's just your hair. I know. But what do you think I should, like, what's the difference? Like, well, one looks better, one kind of works in and kind of tapers and feathers into a gentleman's cut or something like that. And I'm like, okay. Well, which one would you recommend? He's like, it's your hair. I was like, okay, dude, you're not helping. So I had no choice but to just kind of gauge through his vision. I don't know if there was some sort of disclaimer like the Amazon package where they didn't want to be held responsible for something. I was like, dude, I'm making myself vulnerable for the greater good here. But he wouldn't reveal what I should do. So I was like, just leave it, you know, and hopefully it looks fine. So anyways, life has been interesting. This might be a shorter episode, and I know he says it all the time, but I am burning alive right now. It's pretty tough. Also, dude, so humans, we're all over the place, but this is not my life. This is a news headline. There was some sort of new development, I think, in Japanese medicine that they didn't crack it, but they're like, hey, we're on the brink of cracking humans cheating death. Immortality is what they're trying to say. And I gotta tell you, man, all right, if I gotta live every day from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., just wrap it up, okay? We're not doing this. I'm not doing this forever till the end of time, okay? I'll just never figure it out. But also, look, humans don't deserve to live forever. I'll be honest, okay? And the ones that could afford to usually would be crappy if you could, you know, figure out that science. It's not going to be cheap. But also, any 90-year-old you've ever met, they're never like, oh, I don't want to go. I'm having so much fun. They're like, you know what? I've done it all. Okay? Roll the credits. So I don't know why everyone's so desperate to make people live to even to 150. We should be living longer. You shouldn't, okay? And a lot of you really shouldn't. What we should be working on is getting people to live to 80, all right? I think a lot of people die early. That's the problem. People 80 and up, they're fine. They're not even worried about it, okay? They're done, all right? And what a nice, beautiful flavor of life that is, to be like, hey, I've accomplished all I wanted to accomplish. And that's what meant more to me in life, is that I had a limited amount of time and I did all the things I wanted to do. And you know what? I had a good sleep schedule. I might not be able to say that at the end. I might be desperate for more time. Like, no, one more night. Give me one more chance, please. But yeah, it's crazy. It's been a long topic, and we've covered the Brian Johnson guy. He's just taking his son's blood, and he's a vampire. And it's a big trend, you know, on social media where people spend their entire life trying to live longer. I would argue at a certain point you're not really experiencing life by trying to make it go on more, you know? You're not really there. You're just like, push more, further, you know? Experience it. Live it life. Live it la vida loca. But if that's fun to you, I suppose, but I wouldn't want to do that for another 80 years. So anyways, it's just it's an interesting thing. If you could live forever, would you want to? I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, I don't even know if it's people in their 90s or 80s. A lot of people are just kind of done. You've already, like, some people are just like, it was nice. It was nice what it was. Sometimes the movie doesn't need to be 3 hours. I was fine with 90 minutes. All right. I told a good tale. It was okay. And even a good movie can go on too long. You're like, this was nice. This was a good pace, a good story, good plot. Mission Impossible was like this, 3 hours long. Thought it was amazing. But the movie can keep running. And now all of a sudden it's losing a little bit of the flair. And you go, the first half was nice, okay? But I don't know if we need to play the back nine twice. So, I don't know. I'm curious how other people... I mean, yeah, anyone in their 20s, maybe 40s, 50s, like once you're the reality and people think about death and they go, no. The idea of dying is scary. But, I mean, there has to be some sort of comfort. And I mean... Maybe they exist. I don't really hang out to retirement homes, but I've known a few old people, and they've seemed the most content ever, okay? It's one of those things you have to just trust that I assume by the time it's over, you'll be ready. It's like when you go on vacation, you spend a week, maybe 2 max. I mean, how often are people like, okay, I'm ready to go back home. I'm ready for it to be, this is paradise. This is amazing. It's great. It's fun, but... I've had it. I've had my fill. Am I promoting death? Anyways, I'm just saying that I don't think you put a lot of effort into getting people to get those extra 50 years. Try and work on getting them just to, a lot of people are like, can I just get to that finish line? Get to the next chapter? But like, I want to run a marathon at 120. Can I make it to 35? So... Anyways, guys, I have more. There was a good question that came in. There was a funny story about a guy in the park that I wanted to cover, but I'm just out of it, and I still have more to do. I still have more stuff to do, dude. I still have more stuff to catch up on. I don't know what the secret is. Everyone's like, go do a sleep study, and I maybe. But I don't know if they're just going to make fun of me. And I don't know if I could even sleep. Do you sleep there in front of the people? Or am I just going to sit there and like, man, he's really tossing and turning. And like, I'm just like laughing to myself about something I came up with. That's another problem, dude. How do you stop thinking? Okay. Your brain's running like just constant music. Things, words, sounds, anthems, theme songs. I don't know how to shut it off, but so upsetting. It's probably one of the dumbest problems I've ever had to face, but it's been the most prevalent one. Like if I write an autobiography, and like give me the whole chapter, what would you say the biggest hurdle of your life was? Your 20s, Well, you know what? A lot of things went well for me. I was healthy. My family loved me. I had great friends. Everything was cool. It was great. My career was prospering. I was really making great strides in everything. Passions were off the roof. People thought I was funny. People thought I was talented. I'm adorable. I'm handsome. It's amazing. Life's great, except I can't fall asleep on time. And they go, oh. And like, but then I'm going to write 90,000 chapters about it. So I understand it's probably not the biggest concern, but it's crazy. It's crazy how this little thing it's such an inconvenient stone that is just rolling into an avalanche. Snowball. Who caused this avalanche? That guy. He couldn't sleep on time. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Like all things, okay? You have to know when to end it. Because, yeah, sure, it would be fun to complain forever, and that's what we could do if we lived to 150. Think about how much more we could complain, dude. But you have to know when this was fun. I had a good time. I've gotten it off my chest. Now it's time to skedaddle. All right. I think that's it. It's not it, but I'm sweating. Dude, it's so we gotta get this AC cracked. Gotta get this coat. But there's fans over there. I'm gonna go sit under those. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a breeze. My water is definitely evaporating over there, so I gotta hurry. Just getting some of the steam. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next episode. I'm gonna fix the heat. I'm gonna get my sleep schedule. Okay. I'll look. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to complain about it and share with you my losses because a lot of people put me up on a pedestal, mostly because I tell them to. And they go, Tristan's perfect. Tristan's funny and awesome and just a talented son of a gun. Son of a gun. But it's nice to hear him lose sometimes. And you know what? I'm glad. Okay, everybody wants to see me. You want to see me fall? All right. And I'm happy to share with you my fallings. But for the sake of this show, for the sake of life, for the sake of prosperity, we will find greatness. Man, dude, that's the worst thing is what I forgot to even mention this. I woke up each time on those nights where I woke up at 5 a.m. or whatever. I woke up 90 minutes of sleep. I said, you know what? The age of prosperity is now. I would say something along those lines each time, like some sort of just random slogan, like I was trying to inspire myself. This is the moment that I conquer, all right? The age of greatness, all right? The moment, the quest of valor. And so I was just, I'm throwing little taglines to my own day to make myself feel like a Spartan, a great hero. And then I failed, all right? So, camera died. Well, that's cool. Guys, I'll see you in the next episode.